Reclaimed, The Fall of Utopia. Chapter 8. A Journey Through the Wastes. The wilderness was merciless, harsher than they imagined. Miles of untouched land lay ahead of the rescue team, a testament to the world Utopia had chosen to ignore. They trekked through forests and climbed over hills, their journey mirroring the struggle of the exiles they sought. As they ventured deeper into the wild, they began to understand the enormity of the punishment meted out to the exiles. This was a harsh existence, far from the comfort and safety of Utopia. Facing this harsh reality fortified their determination to succeed. In the city, Finn was locked in his digital duel. Despite the system's relentless attempts to regain control, he managed to maintain the chaos. But he knew he couldn't hold off forever. The system was learning, adapting to his disruptions, and he was running out of tricks. In the heart of Utopia, a covert faction of rebels gathered in secrecy. They observed Finn's disruptive actions with hopeful anticipation, viewing them as the spark for the change they had been eagerly awaiting for so long. His boldness inspired them to act. As the city teetered on the brink of upheaval, they plotted their own moves, ready to seize the opportunity presented by the chaos. Their secret gatherings buzzed with anticipation, fueled by the hope that Finn's actions would finally shatter the illusion of control that had imprisoned them all. Back in the wilderness, the rescue team finally reached the exiles' location. It was a ramshackle settlement, built from scavenged materials and perched precariously on the edge of a cliff. As they approached, they were met with stares of disbelief and wariness. These were people who had been discarded, who had learned to mistrust and fear. Arya stepped forward, her voice trembling as she spoke. She told them about the rebellion, about their mission to rescue them, and their plan to expose the authority. It was a lot for the exiles to take in, their years of isolation making them skeptical. But amongst the distrust, there was a glimmer of hope. Some of the exiles recognized their friends and family among the rescue team. These reunions, filled with tears and disbelief, brought moments of joy amidst the grim reality. And with each reunion, the walls of skepticism began to crumble. The exiles started to believe, started to hope. The rescue mission began to seem feasible. With the exiles on their side, the rescue team started preparations for the journey back. The logistics were challenging, but they had come equipped with provisions and a transport vehicle sufficient for the exiles. What they hadn't prepared for was the bond the exiles had formed with their home. As the rescue team finalized preparations, a palpable tension hung in the air. Each member felt the weight of responsibility on their shoulders, knowing that the success of their mission meant more than bringing the exiles home. It was a chance to ignite hope in the hearts of those forgotten, a chance to challenge the regime of Utopia and pave the way for a new dawn of freedom. With determination etched on their faces, they braced themselves for the challenges that lay ahead, ready to face whatever obstacles stood in their path. Some of the exiles were hesitant to leave. This was the only life they remembered, the only home they knew. The promise of Utopia seemed alien to them, a dream. But they were persuaded by their rescuers, by their own kin, who had ventured into the unknown to find them. Slowly, the exiles began to pack, their apprehension replaced by curiosity and hope. Back in Utopia, Finn struggled to maintain the disruption. The system was closing in, his codes getting countered faster. He was running out of time. He had to hold off until the rescue team returned, until the exiles were safely back. His fight was not just against the system anymore, it was a fight against time. In the midst of the chaos gripping Utopia, whispers of rebellion began to spread among the citizens. The prolonged disruption of the system had left them questioning the very foundation of their society. Some began to wonder if there was more to life beyond the confines of their controlled existence. These murmurs of doubt planted seeds of rebellion, igniting a spark of defiance that threatened to engulf the city in revolution. Director Voss, struggling to maintain order, now confronted a growing tide of unrest that threatened to engulf his authority. Director Voss was growing increasingly desperate. The city was still in chaos, the system still out of control. The enforcement officers were unable to contain the situation, their authority crumbling. But amidst the chaos, he noticed something peculiar, a large transport vehicle missing from the city's fleet, a clue that led him to the realization of what was truly going on. The rescue team was en route to Utopia, the exiles in tow. They had braved the wilderness, found the forgotten citizens, and were bringing them home. But their mission was far from over. With Finn struggling to hold the city's system and Director Voss on their trail, their journey back was set to be as challenging as the journey through the wastes. The fight to reclaim Utopia was reaching its climax, the fate of the exiles and the rebellion hanging in the balance.